The pavilion door slid shut behind him, and Rhen carried the tea tray out into the night, the elder's last command still hanging in the lamplit air. Find the courier, bring the name by the third moon. There was no such courier. The thread Vox had loosed ended in the serving boy's own 2 hands, and the mask that hid them had never felt so thin. By the next morning, the danger had a second face. Drums rolled across the outer court, announcing the annual assessment. Strength, agility, breath, and the spar. Scores decided pills, postings, futures. For 300 disciples, hope. For one hunted serving boy, a trap with 4 stations, and the timing could not have been worse. Weeks of stolen pills in the root furnace had filled his tempered body to the brim. Chi gathering pressed at the gate like floodwater. The breakthrough was coming, whether the assessment willed it or not. So Rhen did the arithmetic of survival. Score too low, the cane, and Tan's boot forever. Score too high, eyes, questions, the spider's interest. He needed rank 150 of 300. Perfectly, invisibly mediocre, Tan saw his opening. The phantom courier hunt was failing and the third moon was close. But an assessment offered accidents. Break the gutter rat publicly, or better, force the mask to slip where 40 examiners could see. By lantern light, Tan walked the empty stations the night before. A stone remartyr, a plank kissed by a saw blade there. Small adjustments. Deniable, the kind that cripple clumsy boys. Pell trained until his knuckles split, dreaming aloud of inner court rank and a real sword. This year, Rhen, I could feel it. Rhen smiled and held the pads. Some hopes deserved to be true. Liera returned with the convoy and found him at the well. They brought an inner court examiner this year, Sarah Voln. She failed cheats by counting their breathing. Whatever you are hiding, hide it from her. That night, the flood came early. Chi hammered the last gate of body, temper, demanding passage upward. Rhen sat rigid until dawn, holding a breakthrough shut with bare will, like holding a river closed with his hands. A suppressed breakthrough turns poison within days. Chi deviation, ruptured meridians, a crippled core. He could not delay past tomorrow, so the plan became madness. Break into Chi gathering during the assessment itself, in front of everyone, unseen. Assessment morning. 300 gray robes and ranks, 4 stations chalked on stone, the lifting stones, the plank run, the breath gauge, the spar. Banners, drums, examiners, a festival to everyone else, a battlefield to one. Elder Vox took the dais, benevolent as sunrise, blessing the proceedings with his jade fan. His cold eyes did one circuit of the yard and settled, briefly, on his serving boy. Rhen bowed with the rest. Beside him stood examiner Sarah Voln of the inner court, silver-haired, silent, unimpressed. She judged nothing by scores, the seniors whispered. She judged by rhythm. She had failed cheats for breathing wrong. Rhen filed the warning where he filed knives, the lifting stones. Rhen's assigned stone wore a fresh mark and weighed a third more than its label. Tan's gift. Rhen lifted it to exactly chest height, wobbled artfully, and set it down. Median score. The sabotage measured nothing. Pell hoisted the great stone overhead to a roar from the yard, grinning like sunrise. The outer court cheered its honest son. Rhen clapped with both hands. One of them, at least, could be seen. The plank run. A sprint over rails above a stake-lined drainage pit. Rhen read the third plank from the start line, sawn beneath, hanging by a finger of wood. In his first life, this station took a boy's legs. He stepped on it anyway. Refusing it meant explaining how he knew. The plank snapped, mid-fall. 40 years of war compressed into a heartbeat, twist, catch the rail, turn a death into a graceless sprawl that opened his forearm on a stake. The yard laughed at the clumsy serving boy bleeding in the pit. Sarah Voln did not laugh. She had watched the fall twice in her mind, and both times the boy's hips turned before the plank finished breaking. The breath gauge, a jade resonance stone that hums to a disciple's chi density. Rhen stepped up with his arm bandaged, felt the timing collapse. The suppressed breakthrough chose that exact moment to force the gate. Chi roared up his spine like a river breaking a dam. Fight it here, and deviation would drop him. twitching before 300 witnesses. Ride it openly, and the gauge would scream prodigy. There was a third way. Barely. He split himself in two. Hands on the stone, face dull, surface chi throttled to a body. Tempered trickle, while beneath, in absolute silence, he opened the first meridian gate and let the flood crown him into chi gathering. No light, no sound. The gauge hummed low, unremarkable, passing. But Sarah Voln was not reading the stone. She was counting his breath. 8 in, hold 4, 12 out, unbroken, even while bleeding, even under pressure. A cadence no outer disciple should own. The spar. Tan had arranged the brackets personally. Rhen drew Brack, a slab-muscled senior known for accidents. The whisper Tan left in Brack's ear was simple. The gutter rat does not walk off this floor. Rhen lost magnificently. Every haymaker he failed to dodge landed on muscle he chose. Every fall spent the force across his back. He went down at the count. A frightened boy would. Bruised everywhere. Broken nowhere. From the line, Sarah Voln watched the boy be beaten and saw the opposite of helplessness. He fell the way veterans fall. Men hit 10,000 times who decided, each time, exactly what the blow was allowed to take. Results at dusk. Pelmont, rank 12, a marrow pill and an instructor's commendation. He wept and laughed at once. Rhen Kassar, rank 153, dead middle, invisible, exactly as designed. Tan read the board 3 times. The heavy stone, the sawn plank, Brack's fists, 3 traps, and the gutter rat had stumbled through all of them into perfect, unremarkable safety. He wrote 1 line in the dossier. His luck is wrong. On the dais, Vox skimmed the rankings, fan-tapping. A serving boy who survives sabotage. Forged paper that saves swordswomen. Luck that always lands in the middle. The taps slowed. Patterns were Vox's trade. This one was forming. That night, Sarah Voln wrote her report by lamplight, 1 observation underlined. The boy's scores are ordinary. His breathing is not. No outer disciple holds a war cadence under blood and fear. Recommend quiet review. Alone in the storeroom, Rhen finally let the river run. Chi gathering settled into his channels like a blade into its sheath. True power at last, 10 years early. By day, still a sweeper. Beneath the skin, no longer prey. He turned the ledger's pages in his mind. Vox's name burning crimson. Liera's pels glowing in the living column. The 3rd moon stood 3 nights away, and for the first time this life, he had the strength to keep appointments. 9 blades, 1 mountain pass, a cargo Goldspire would kill for. He began packing what a ghost needs. Dark cloth, rope, the memorized cipher, and a body that finally answered when he called. Black Pass was waiting. Then, at the well before dawn, a dry voice behind him. Sarah Voln, hands clasped, gray eyes counting. Your scores are unremarkable, boy. Your breath is not. 8 in, hold, 4, 12 out, a general's cadence. Tell me, who taught you to breathe?